Got to make a call.
All right, Terry, we backed into Daytona because you want to talk too much about XFL.
Yeah.
Stenhouse has got the pole, Bowman on second, Logano third, Byron fourth, Almirola fifth, and Johnson sixth. Terry, we've got 3 Hendricks Chevrolets in the top 6 at Daytona. Is that a good sign for this year or even for this weekend?
Toyota dominated last year, didn't they?
Yes,
Yeah,
and they are nowhere
when
near the top 10. Joe Gibbs Racing is in 14th, 15th, 18th, and 21st. No, 14th, 18th, 21st, and 28th. Kyle Busch is back in 28th to start.
Personally, it's embarrassing for a Japanese automaker to dominate our sport.
Right,
So
they shouldn't have let him in. Right,
That's right.
But they did.
they did. They're talking Volkswagen's
Me and
to get
Terry
in, Tom.
both drive those Toyotas.
Well, they need.
So we don't really care.
I'm just sorry Dodge isn't in it anymore.
Right.
I mean, it was fun when Dodge was in it back in for a while.
Volkswagen wants in
See,
it.
but I like it back in the days where you had Pontiac,
Yeah, Volkswagen's
Oldsmobile,
trying to get
everything.
in.
You know, it was more fun. back then.
Volkswagen.
All right, Terry. Bubba Wallace sitting down there in 11th, finished second last year. Jumped out of a plane this week.
Is that Rusty's kid?
No.
Oh, okay.
Bubba Wallace Jr. is black. Tom.
Oh, okay.
He's the only black driver in NASCAR.
You can tell how much I know
and he
about
drives.
it.
Is that Rusty
Yeah, Rusty
Wallace?
Wallace.
And is that
This is the only race he has a chance of winning.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
and he can do Talladega. And
Yeah, that's what I said.
Richard Petty Motorsports. The other guys that aren't the higher level engine guys. He said yesterday, Terry. He said we don't have Hendrick speed. We've got really really good speed. So the draft and everything helps. And then when they're at the big tracks, the lower guys can't compete. We talked a little bit. They changed some rules a few weeks ago about time teams can spend in the wind tunnels. And one of the teams actually owns a wind tunnel, and then Richard Petty has to pay that team to use their wind tunnel. So a lot of that's unfair. I say no wind tunnels. Just shut them all down. What do you think, Terry?
I agree.
No wind tunnels. Let's go Saturday, and that would make the crew chiefs have to do a little bit more work and get in
If
the
you
car.
can't afford it, how can it be fair for
Right.
somebody else and not you?
Right. It is a different thing. And Chase Elliott was talking about the bumpers. Him and Jimmy kind of alluded this week. The front bumpers matching up on their bumpers. The Chevys are better than last year, they said, but they're not matching up on the Toyota and Ford bumpers. So they're having trouble in the draft up behind someone that's not a Chevy. When they're Chevy, they're running good. So that's what you're looking at. You're looking at there they are. There's 3 Hendricks in the top 6. That didn't happen at all last year. So the Chevys are running good. So look, maybe Sunday.
For
You
all
remember-
them to hook up.
You remember a few years back when we had the 2-man races? It was twos. And I know it's a different car and everything, but they're going to try their best to do that. And
Well, I know in one of the races, I think it's a dual one, it was Fords and Toyotas at the front.
Yep.
All the Chevys was in behind.
Yep.
And, you know. So
and, Byron won one of the races though, Chevy Hendricks,
he did.
and Logano is the Toyota, right? With Penske,
He won the
the
first
other.
one.
He won the other duel.
Yeah, he
so
won
Logano
dual
and Byron.
one, and Bowman won dual two.
Which means Jimmy Johnson, Terry, actually qualified second, I guess, or no, those other guys got it, but second out of those guys that aren't in the top 4.
Any y'all NASCAR guys
He's on the third row.
ever been to the Daytona 500? Have you ever gone?
No.
I've drove by it
I-
multiple times. I have not actually been in the
I
at the
figured that
race.
you guys are NASCAR guys, so I figured that would be on your bucket list.
I've been to Darlington and Charlotte. I was thinking about Daytona one time.
I went to one Darlington Busch back when it was a Busch. It's not Busch. What is it now? It was Busch.
Xfinity
Yeah.
Series.
Xfinity or
So,
whatever they
so
call it.
Tom, if you want to, we can plan a media trip to the 500 next year. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I'd kind of be out of my element because it's you could probably tell by some of my comments.
Have you ever been to a
NASCAR's
race?
passed me by, but I've been to the Charlotte
Okay.
All-Star race a couple times.
Okay.
I've been to. I went to There's the 600.
Yep.
And then there's what's the one? in
It's the
fall?
Roval now. It used to be the Bank of America 500.
Yeah, there's a 500 and 600. I've been to the one in May, the Memorial Day
That's
race.
the 600. That's the
I've been to
one.
that one.
That's the one where you got to be
Yeah,
dedicated.
it takes all evening.
You got to be dedicated.
But a lot of people, you just sit out there and eat chicken and drink adult beverages
All right.
and have a good time.
Today,
Great.
11:35 Busch Class practice, 12:30 qualifying for the ARCA Series. Cup Series first practice 1:30. Second practice is at 3. ARCA race today is at 4:45. Lucas Oil 200 driven by General Tire. Sunday, let me back up. We'll have that on KTC today. JP, get ready to read the schedule real quick before we get off here. Tomorrow, Sunday, Daytona 500 qualifying is that is last week. I'm reading last weekend, so I bet people are wondering what in the hell am I talking about. All right, let's go to this Saturday. Jeez, qualifying today, the Xfinity is 11. Cup Series final practice is 12:30 day. Xfinity Series racing experience 2:30 day. You can listen to that on KTC, WCSL 1590, and the 500 tomorrow. Coverage begins at 2:30, WCSL 1590.